Alrighty. I'm about to get into the stars. And you know who is I are. The lucky Libra in the building. Uh, Ready and willing. All right, gang. It's pretty late on this Sunday evening. Y'all go ahead, take y'all seats, family. All right. It's been a lot going on this weekend. Okay, Capricorn energy said atat. We're gonna make sure we tighten up the blueprint in these last stages. Okay, speaking of last stages, this is the last week of Capricorn season, family. This is the last weekend of Capricorn season, family. So that's the theme for the week, tightening up the blueprint before we enter a whole new awareness, family. All right. Shout out to Sister Sacred Owl in the building. The regulator, sister. I feel like I don't. I think you missed a live stream or two, sister. We missed you. We hope all is well with you, sister. We know you finna just come back in here, act like you ain't missed nothing, and just start regulating, because that's what you do, sister. Shout out to sisters, the Sacred Owl. All right, all right, okay, sister Dami, what's going on, Dami? You rock. Ganja Daddy in the building. All right, Neoma in that's my Libran sis. That's my Libran kinfolk right there. All right, guys. I know it's late. You ready to start this week off? We ready to cap off this last week of cap season in a productive, prosperous, and fruitful way. All right, guys. Like I said, I had a long weekend. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of building instruction going on in these streets. And when you concentrate and focus, it taxes you. It taxes the spirit, but that's why we talk to God before we get rest. And when we wake up, can I get a shade? All right, family, we're going to start something new in the church. Okay, I know we be dropping the plates, but when y'all want to throw some healing water, let me see them water emojis. Let me see them water emojis when y'all throwing the healing water at somebody, or you just want to anoint the church. You don't even know who you throwing the healing water at. You just throwing it up in the atmosphere. All right. That's what we got go. Sister Sharice Fierce in the building. Family, if you love being at my church service, you gonna love her church service. You gonna love her church service. And if you don't know, and now you know. All right. So y'all better go tap in with that wise sister right there. All right. We gonna have something in the works, but let me say not say too much on that. What's going on, sister? All right. So, all right, guys, let me make this as brief as possible, family. Okay, let's actually recap last week, guys. Like I said, the main theme of this week, tightening up the blueprint, guys. Sister Tracism, Sister Martian Empress, Sister Taylor. What's going on? What's going on, gang? All right. I'm sending shout outs. I'm sending the healing water. All right. If you're in the church, you are one of the anointed ones. I just gotta reconfirm and reinforce that in y'all lives. Every once in a while, we go through so many things, we forget we the anointed ones. All right, especially in cap season, you forget that all these struggles, power struggles, restrictions we done been working through this season, things that kind of started overwhelming us mentally. Like, damn, I'm gonna work towards this, God. I'm gonna build this new system and blueprint, but I know this shit ain't gonna be overnight. You're gonna have to give me some grace, God. Damn. All right. Why I want to have these goals? What's wrong with me trying to have all these goals and self-develop out here and be better and be more disciplined? What is wrong with me? You an anointed one. That's why you think and feel like that. All right. If you go to my church family, you're not a floater. I don't believe anybody in my church floats with life, because we spiritually minded and we understand there's a purpose why we jumped in the body in the first place. Sometimes it takes people too many lifetimes to realize that. That's why you go through reincarnation. You can't get out of earth, then you start getting attached to things at earth, and it's the same cycle. You just keep reincarnating over and over and over and over again until one lifetime something happens. You snap up out of it. You realize spirit is governing things. And when you realize spirit is governing things, then you realize there's a purpose to this mother flipper. All right. Family, I'm doing my best to stop cussing. I know I said that in 2023, but I'm really trying to hold myself accountable to that. All right. Trying to learn how to be a little bit more YouTube friendly in this mother Filipino. Yeah. I got to come up with mad new substitute words now. But I'm an air sign. I believe I could get it done. I believe I could get it done, family. All right. So yeah, guys, we're not gonna perpetuate any cycles in our life that deals with extreme reincarnation, because we can't realize that we here to be purposeful in some type of shape or form. We're here to learn, create, give value, help, expand the consciousness, right? And transition to our next life with a sense of expanded consciousness, because that's the only thing we take with us is our consciousness. All right, family. So shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Sister TT, I see you. All right. I see you, sister. Never miss you. Okay. So, guys, last week, what we had that was going on that was significant last week. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. What do we have going on last week? Okay. We had strong Uranus energy. Strong Uranus energy in the air was in the air, so it was very likely a lot of us went through some unexpected transformation, or it was very likely that we may have jumped into an intense extreme bag in order to change or transform something. But if it was if we experienced something in the name of uh, breaking out of a cycle, trying to break out of certain patterns, certain behavioral patterns that we may have that are negative in some type of shape or form, Uranus most likely pushed you to that edge at some point. I don't know if it was Monday, Moon Day. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was Jupiter Day. Sister Aqua Queen 24 Sister Aqua Queen. I hope I screenshotted it because you are a comedian. So some of y'all seen I posted those the top lies in the Zodiac video. I'm gonna be so mad if I ain't screenshot it. And as I was clipping the video, I was reading the live chat. Oh man, I'm mad I ain't screenshot it. You made that Rock Nation comment, sister. I seen you had the whole church rolling. And when I seen it in the live chat, I was dying. I'm mad I can't come up. I'm mad I don't remember the context in which you said it. Oh my god. No, I'm don't worry. If I don't get it, I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm finna show the church. I'm blasting that bitch next live stream. All right. But you are hilarious, sister. I swear the comment, like I was just regularly editing and the comment took me all the way out. Okay. So your humor is top tier, sister. All right. Okay. So sister Ebony, go ahead. Let me just stop and let everybody watch you walk in with the green dress, sister. Cause you gonna steal everybody attention. Ain't nobody paying attention to me when you walk in with the green dress. So we just gonna man, let me just consume some of this healing water. All right, Sister Ebony took a seat. Y'all good? All right. All right. All right. With her marvelous dress wearing self. Okay. So, family, Uranus energy once again was at large. Okay. So, embrace any form of extreme transformation you manifested in that week. I told y'all it wasn't going to be no games. Okay. It was not going to be no games that week with all the harmony we had with Uranus energies, including, the moon being in Scorpio, and that's Uranus energy. Okay, guys. Then the moon was in Aquarius. That's Uranus energy. Okay, then the sun in Capricorn harmonizing with Uranus energy. Then the moon in Scorpio squaring. All right. Excuse me, the moon in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus. So we had to get adjusted. See, the thing, because Uranus energy can make you very uncomfortable because you have to adjust to sudden changes and it's unpredictable. Guys, do y'all not see how unpredictable and mysterious Aquarius and Scorpios are? Some of y'all got some Scorpio Aquarius siblings, best friends. You're dating the Scorpio Aquarius right now. You don't know what's coming next. You don't know what's coming next with their ass. It be all different type of shit be throwing you off a loop dealing with Scorpio and Aquarius sometimes. You bring some shit up, you think they about to agree with it. it discourages you, throw you off guard, realizing they wasn't gonna agree with something, especially if you got some relatable ass placements like me. You got Libra placements, you got Libra placements, you got Pisces placements, you got Venus in the air sign, Venus in air houses. You gonna get discouraged messing with the Scorpio and Aquarius, and you also gonna learn you gotta stand on your own toes when it comes to your ability to be a free thinker. You're gonna learn that dealing with them if you already understand how to make sure you stand on your own ability to critically think, come up with your own perspective about things, and also stand on it when people get mad at you for having your your own viewpoint on something. All right. But this is the life of Scorpio Aquarius. This is what they have to deal with. They have to deal with being opposing at times, right? They have to deal with people projecting on them because other people get mad that they can't predict their next steps. And now you projecting on me because I know how to keep a low profile. You projecting on me, because the way I express myself, my actions, my behavior, leaves you up in the air, and you can't just put a label on me. You can't put a box. That's some shit Aquarius and Scorpio say. Don't put a label on me. I'm just trying to define who I am. That nigga, only me and God could do that. All right. I don't even know what I am. How you gonna define that Scorpio Aquarius? I don't even know what I am. How you gonna try to define some shit for me? All right. So shit. Excuse me. Skates. I gotta come up with new words, y'all. Damn. I gotta come up with new words. I'm trying to be YouTube friendly. I'm trying to be YouTube friendly. All right. Okay. So yeah, we had strong Uranus energy. Okay, going on. We had a lot of Moon and Venus harmony going on last week. So as much change, as much unexpected and sudden changes we may have had to adjust to, there was a lot of potential to get on the same page with a loved one. There was a lot of potential to bring resolve into things with partnerships. It may have been uncomfortable conversations, right? May have been a little reluctant and hesitant to push something out based off you not knowing, how things are going to be received. But this expression, this statement, this thought, this feeling, emotion, it was needed in order to have a what? A stronger foundation for this partnership, for this connection. Like I said, in Saturn season, everything needs development, not just your business and your sense of reality, stability. No, a lot of us need to learn what it feels like to work on a relationship. There's this show I've been watching lately, guys. Like, yeah, I'm a Libra, y'all. So anything dealing with like dating shows, air signs, we like shit like reality TV. We like shit like love and hip hop, like shit. Air signs, we like things like that. We like analyzing things with relationships. We're entertained by things with relationships. We gossipy as hell. But there's this show. Hold on, I just wanna. What's his? Let me see. What's the name of his channel? Dr. John Delany. Dr. John Delany, Deloony. He has a broadcast. People call up his show with marriage issues, relationship issues. Boy, oh boy, it's a crazy world. That's all I gotta say. But I just been watching his channel a lot with things dealing with relationships, and so much times people come. We have such an entitled way of looking at relationships at times, guys, and the entitlement comes from a lack of self-worth, love, and development. Because I truly believe the person who, really devotes themselves towards being a better person, a person that could really say, like, yo, you can't tell me this, that, and third. I spent this portion of my life trying to work on this, or not trying, conquering this, manifesting this, growing outside of these negative habits, forcing myself to get uncomfortable with a process that I knew would make myself better, detaching myself from things. When you're really devoted about personal development, when you're really serious about spiritual development, it you don't have to say all these standards that you have in relationships. It's naturally going to manifest that you're not going to go for certain things in relationships, and you're going to require certain things, but with reason. All right. We got a bunch of people requiring things in their relationships with no reason, right? With no reason, with no sense of reciprocity. Okay. But when you're moving in a sense of personal spiritual development, not only do you mold your external realm based off what's going on inside of you. But when it comes into your relationships, there's no sense of super entitlement. It's more of a patient understanding that you have, that you're going to attract something that's on your time. All right, because you're going to start realizing how everything else in life is going to start molding towards your time. you know your friendships are going to change. Certain things that you like to watch on YouTube and pay attention to is going to change. Certain environments you used to be in is going to, all these things evolve. When you're in a state of evolving, you can't, there's no way you just stay in the same partnerships in the same environments, guys. Okay, so all of this is really in unison with everything that we got going on. In Saturn season in general, we're shedding a lot, guys. We're shedding a lot. Um, and us establishing new processes, building things, detaching things is gonna lead towards the transformation of things outside of us. And we want to see things changing. We want to see things changing. All right. Uh so yeah, we had that going on, moon harmonizing with Venus energy. And not just being able, the moon and Venus energy is not even just about bringing the love back in the room in our partnerships or bringing resolve to issues in partnerships, but Brito, is that you, Julie? Is that you, Julie? Julie, bow your head real quick, sister. Bow your head real quick. I know you got that beautiful natural hair. Bow your head real quick, sister. Let me just ah, put some of them healing hands and that healing water on you. Shout out to you for the donation for that collection plate, sister. All right. All right. God is good. All right. Appreciate you, sis. So, uh, not just the moon harmonizing with Venus energy, that didn't just create the opportunity for us to have resolve in our partnerships. You guys, you got to remember, moon and Venus energy. When moon and Venus energy is harmonizing, this is strong self-esteem energy. People that have moon harmonizing with Venus in their chart, moon conjunct Venus, moon and Venus in the same sign, same house, moon sextile trine Venus. These people right here, you could at times it could be a little superficial, especially depending on the signs they're in and the houses they're in, right? Could create some superficial tendencies, and it don't be their fault at times because Venus deals with a lot of things dealing with materialism in the physical realm, finances and support systems. And if you got Moon aspecting Venus harmoniously, you're able to reel in a lot of things sometimes in the physical realm, from a support resource perspective, opportunities to improve your finances, this, that, and the third. But depending on what frequency vibration your values is, starts to create certain cycles. So that's a whole nother story there. But moon aspecting Venus people, most of the time, their self-esteem, they know how to check it. They know how to see when it's low. They know how to see what's impacting their self-esteem. They know how to understand, like, yo, this partnership I was in, this shit making me feel all crazy. I need to boss the fuck up. It ain't no reason this. I need to boss the fudge up. I need to boss the fudge up. All right. And stop feeling this way. Stop letting this partnership, this environment put me down. Moon aspecting Venus in a positive alignment knows how to pick themselves up, and these be your cousins, siblings, friends, partners, family members that do that for you too. It's like, yo, don't be too discouraged about what's going on with this, that, and the third. Like, big yourself up. You know you better than that, right? You know you got some self worth to tap into, right? You know you more valuable. They gonna tell you things like that. All right. Or if you got like Venus moon energy in your big three, this is somebody that got Cancer, Libra energy in their big three, Cancer, Taurus energy in their big three, Taurus, Cancer energy in their big three. Uh, 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 yeah, those are the big ones right there. Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Pisces, right? Or you got the combination of second house influences with some fourth house influences. Okay. Now, if you Deacon from the hip. Now the boy went to the airport and all types of carrying on and popped back up just in time. God is good. Everybody put their hands up for Deacon safe travels. All right, brother. You should have said something. We would have did an extra prayer for you, brother, if we know you was traveling today, brother. But God is good either way. All right, Sister Steph. I see you, sister. All right, Boro got me on point with that Leo rising Libra sun reading. I appreciate you, bro, for real. Sis, you already know we go back like two diamond flats on a Cadillac. All right. I know I fudged that phrase up just now, but listen, I'm a millennial. That's a little 70 phrase right there. Sun rooftop, digging in the scene with a gangster lean. Ooh, ooh. I do got an old, so I just be messing some lyrics up, y'all. All right. I got a lot of that. I got that Mercury and Scorpio. I don't know if some of y'all Mercury and water signs could relate. Sometimes we just remember the rhythm and the beat of the song and whatnot. Lyrics, we was listening to that song, we just got so Mercury and water, we just began so deep into the rhythm and the beat. Be like, hold on, let me run that back. I didn't even listen to the verse. I heard his or her voice. This is my favorite song. I don't know no lyrics but the hook. It's that Mercury and water for you. The mind just dived too deep into the feel of something. Sometimes it's Mercury and water. Mercury and Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Sometimes we be in a debate argument and we start reading too much in between the lines. And then when it's our turn to reply, we be like, wait, hold on. Hold on. What did you just said, huh? Bring your point back so I can reply knowledgeably. I got a little bit too deep into my feeling about what was going on. All right. All right, God is good. Lay them healing hands on you. All right. So yeah, so that moon and Venus energy harmonizing with each other, guys, that's big self-esteem energy. That's big self-encouragement energy right there. All right. And hopefully we was able to tap into that, access that vibe if we needed to do that. All right. Some of you guys already naturally vibing hard like that. So you ain't really need an OD. If anything, you needed to be the example for other people. All right. But hopefully you was able to tap into that. What else we had going on last week? The sun did have that perfect trine with Uranus, so I hope everybody got comfortable with taking creative risk in their life. Last week may have been the first time you pushed yourself to, either start or create something that you might have been hesitant about, and then you felt that sun perfect trine with Uranus, and you said, "No, I gotta do it. I gotta just start it. It's too much potential, and who cares about what I'm changing, transforming? I'm probably not gonna remember all these transformations and how they impacted me, this, that, and the third, and a few. Let me just jump into it." All right. So we was a radical. Last week was great energy for a lot of us to be a radical in a positive way, right? In a reasonable way for it to, end up manifesting or, creating some results with something dealing with stability, structuring, or something. We feel like we have some worth to give into the world, but we have to put some time into building or crafting something. Okay, talk to so much people every day, all the time. So many readings. I see so much potential, so much. The potential energy is you always see the potential energy in the chart before somebody manifests, blossoms into this, that. The potential be all over the place in the chart. We go through so many experiences and circumstances and conversations and heartbreaks and transformations and relationships and partnerships. And we go through so many things to try to always put our potential in our face. Sometimes we just be attached to certain things we want to do or we want to be in a certain way. Sometimes we may have to work through certain childhood environments we came up through. Some of us have certain resistance in our adolescent stages. So we all go through different phases of whatnot in order to tap into our potential. But we all have gifts. We all have power. We all have genius level ability. We all have psychic abilities. All right. Just we all on different percentage levels with things. All right. And sometimes, like I tell y'all, sometimes it takes some turbulence, some resistance to activate some of our powers. It just is just what it is. All right. Didn't brother Malcolm, excuse me, didn't brother Detroit Red? Some of y'all don't even know who Detroit Red is. Some of y'all don't even know who Detroit Red is. All right. I had to put some healing hands on Detroit Red back in the day to help him make his transformation. But Detroit Red had to get locked up and go through his transformation period. All right. He had to be persecuted in that prison to turn into brother Malcolm. All right, guys. We don't come up with the phrase takes pressure to mold the diamond. All of that, all of that is real talk, guys. All of that is real talk. So this is why I show that tough love of my church, because not only do I know it's Saturn season, not only do I know it's an 8 year, not only do I know you just spiritually minded, you got all the potential in the world, and you got a bunch of gifts because you go to my church. Not only do I just know that, I go so hard because I want my church to capitalize off of the restrictions and the transformations and the intense energies that we go through in life in general. Something has to account for all of this. All right. Something has to account for all of this. Okay. Life be lifing, but we gotta have bounds. We have to be able to look at certain moments and are like, you know what? Life was life in there. But boy, when I created this right there, and I was just looking at my creation, aka I was just experiencing the part of God that I am, because that's what you are. And that's when you realize, those are the moments you realize you are, a remnant of God, a vessel of God. When you're able to take something from here, or I don't even want to point at this, take something from there. I really don't even want to point there, but y'all know where I'm going. When you take something from them ethers, and you said you was gonna create that, you said you was gonna manifest that, you said you was gonna reel it down. Who you think you is doing that? Who do you think you is? Don't just say you just a regular human. No, you moving in your God energy. All right, church. If I gotta remind you 1,000 times, if I gotta remind you 1,000 times, you are not the creation. You are the creator. All right. Don't be having these niggas out here have you think anything different. You are the creator, not the creation. All right. And we all just playing out different vessels of that, of who that God is. You feel me? Of that God body energy. All right. And those be the type of experiences that help you to look in the mirror and be like, damn, I can't work magic. I've been you, I could work this magic, but it took a sense of application. It may have took, once again, certain turbulent situations to activate certain things. All right. To get my potential flowing, but it is what it is. All right, guys. So yeah, guys. So a lot of Uranus energy last week. Okay, that Moon and Venus energy harmonizing with each other last week. All right, Mars energies at large in general, just Mars being exalted in Capricorn, uh, uh, uh and the stellium in Capricorn. All right, Mars didn't even have to be in Capricorn, but just having a stellium in Capricorn gonna give us some Mars vibes, because Mars is a part of the archetype of Cancer, of Capricorn. Uh, just being exalted there. All right. So somebody that has a lot of Capricorn placements, but their Mars is somewhere else, they're still gonna be hella passionate about some shit, because you got a lot of planets in the sign that got a Mars influence. Somebody that got a lot of Aries. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. All right. So guys, let's get into briefly what we got going on this week. And I'm gonna go ahead and send y'all off into y'all fourth houses. All right. So guys, today, Sunday the 14th. Okay, we're dealing with that moon in Pisces energy. All right. Nice, beautiful sextile energy to start the week, guys. Moon in Pisces. We know that creates a nice, old, good, harmonious. I like this one. I tweeted this earlier today. This is one of my favorite sextiles. That moon, Pisces and Capricorn energy in general. Because, Pisces is the dreamer, of course. And Pisces can float, and I'm not even saying, well, yeah, in a negative perspective at times, quote unquote, but Pisces can bask in the imagination, and that's a great thing. Some of us have lost, that relationship with our imagination. Pisces don't be losing that shit. Okay, that's that they are that. But sometimes Pisces just needs that extra foundation. Like, it needs to get a little bit concrete with that. So when you got that Capricorn alignment, now you got this person that's Capricorn Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn rising, Pisces Moon. You got this person that's so determined to build, but they never lose the sense of optimism and faith. See, that's the thing I could tell y'all right now, being a Capricorn moon and rising. And if you got Capricorn placements in here, you need to listen up to this. All right. If you got strong Saturn, if you strong Saturn dominant, but more Capricorn than Aquarius placements, what I'm about to say. This also applies heavy if you have Capricorn and Saturn in the first house. You have Saturn in the 10th house. Saturn aspecting your sun. But sometimes, when you got these Saturn dominant placements, Capricorn placements, sometimes we rather go the rigorous route to develop something. and it could make us feel more accomplished in a way. Like, yeah, I went through this, that, and the third. I went through the trenches to manifest this, that, and the third. But sometimes, Cap, we ain't have to do all of that. We did not have to carry all those bricks. We had a little, you had a little Volkswagen right there. We could have put all the bricks in there and just drove it down the block. You wanna? No, no, I got it. I go ahead. I mean, y'all up, nigga, dropping bricks on himself and shit. You just want to feel so accomplished, Capricorn. And you have to notice these moments in life where you like, yo, I could work a little smarter. I could work a little smarter, not harder. All right. So sometimes in strong Capricorn places, we just want to go through the ringer and we don't look back. This is why this happens a lot during your Saturn return phase, and we just look back, be like, damn, I did not. I could have prevented a lot of that and still got to my destination. But it is what it is. You learn. Okay. So you know that when you got Pisces in the mix, though, when you got that Pisces and Capricorn influence in the mix, now you got somebody, not saying that they won't embrace the rigorous vibe Capricorns wants to travel, to feel more accomplished, to feel like they're, it's Saturn energy. When you got Saturn placements, you will gas yourself up to understand, I'm resilient, I'm durable, I could move through anything. Like, that's the energy Saturn gives you, because Saturn is very durable and resilient, you know um, but with that being said, the Pisces influence keeps, more of a optimistic faith outlook, gets more philosophical with things, right? Is able to bring the spirit, more of a spiritual essence. Not saying Capricorn can't be spiritual, but we know Pisces is one of the more spiritually inclined signs, of course, right? So it brings more of a philosophy to how we work on things, that belief factor. So not everything is so technical, building structure, technical. When you got a lot of Saturn placements, it's now you can bring Aquarius into what I'm about to say now. You can bring they ass into this. Sometimes everything could be too technical and we lose the sense of having some faith and moving with spirit a little bit. And at the end of the day, when you put in the work, you're gonna manifest results. I'm just trying to break down the nature of how we do these things. So if these placements feel like they're overwhelming themselves at times, or they're going through certain overwhelming cycles in life at times, maybe you could look back, take a look at what's going on and be able to adjust things. All right. All right, guys. So we come into this good week, last week of Capricorn season. Okay, with that moon in Pisces. Today, Venus in Sag had an in conjunction with Uranus and Taurus. Y'all know what I call them in conjunctions, the almost opposites, almost opposite. So it's a mild friction. So our things dealing with our love matters. Waking up this rising, we may have had a whole intention to do this, that, and the third within something dealing with our love matters. We was gonna have this conversation with our crush. We're gonna have this conversation with our partner. We're gonna say this, that, and the third to our crush at work. All right, we was waiting for our boo to hit us up to say this, that, and third. So you might have had all these intentions waking up the rise and do this, that, and third, and Uranus said, no, no, we ain't, no, you ain't gonna get to say that. Or when you say that, they're gonna say this, and the outcome and potential is gonna be it's gonna be maybe a lot a bit different than what you think is gonna happen in this circumstance involving love. So family, don't be, too shooketh. Too shooketh. I feel like a biblical word right there. God had me shooketh. All right. Somebody really go to church, a real Christian use that word. He's like, yo, you was at the club last night? Hell yeah. Man, we smoking weed out and it's Hennessy. Boy, them drinks had me shooketh. It's like, nigga, you can't, you trying to mix spirituality and your biblical ass philosophies into a ghetto ass night, into a ratchet night. If you're gonna be ratchet that night, be ratchet and take your ass to church on Sunday. Stop trying to mix the two. He's like, I'm just saying, Casamigos just had a nigga shook it. All right. But hopefully, guys, you ain't get you ain't, somebody ain't take you too much off your rocker today with that Venus in conjunct Uranus energy. We kind of gonna be dealing with that to start the week. All right, so that energy is gonna linger, aka try not to be too intense with things dealing with love matters. Do your best to be understanding, because what do we know Uranus represents? Individuality. So guess what? Things dealing with our love matters and our partnerships. This may be this start to the week may be the time you or your partner feel it has to get out some shit they've been holding in from an individual perspective. And guys, this is why I tell y'all always want to put personal spiritual development first. Because the more you do that, the more you get into relationships and partnerships where you don't feel like you're hiding things about yourself. You don't feel like you're trying to be somebody else different for something, this, that, and the third. When you do the work, when you're doing so much work in life, you don't condense yourself for certain environments and partnerships. But when we want to serve flesh, when we want to serve our certain desires, we get into these partnerships, and eventually we start feeling either empty, unfulfilled, not seen or heard, because our whole purpose and what drove us into this situation was kind of surface level, all right. But when two people that's really on in a space of really trying to understand self, gain knowledge of self, right, and want to empower others in their life in general, when these two people come together, the level of transparency is limitless. It's limitless. Because I know the way your character is based personally. I know you want to project on me. You do too much work. You too spiritually inclined. You too aware of yourself to project on me. So when you express how you feel about this, that, and the third, I take it for what it is. I don't have to question or judge this, that, and the third. I know your flesh ain't involved in that expression. You know, I know your desire ain't involved in that expression. I know that's just my loved one giving me what they give me from the heart, and I always accept it from something from the heart. You know, so the more work, guys, the more understanding of self, that transparency in the relationship, it only heightens. Okay, it only heightens, gang. All right, I believe we all have been in situations in some type of shape or form. We had to catch ourselves kind of changing a little bit. I'm a Libra. I'm a Venus in Libra, y'all. So a lot of us may have found ourselves in a situation where we kind of find ourselves changing a little bit more than we wanted to for a relationship. And I do tell y'all, them significant relationships gonna change you, but they should change you from a perspective of being better, not from a perspective of being in prison. All right. Once again, I've been watching this show past couple of days, the Dr. John Delani show, and people calling up saying they're in marriages for 7 years, 10 years, not sexually attracted to their partner, not being intimate with their partner, having these affairs, this, that, and the third. And this is just all the lack of transparency. That's all that is. It's the lack of transparency. And it's sad that some people will hold people hostage in life like that. How the hell you in a marriage with somebody for 10 years, 7 years, because you ain't attracted to them? Why, when was you gonna tell them that so they could go fucking live their life? Live their life, find somebody else. Don't be doing that. Treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated, family. Okay, okay. I'm gonna keep preaching, do the work. All right. Yeah, no Saturn season gonna have is Saturn's favorite nephew. All right, so I gotta carry out these duties for real. All right. Now, so we got that going on. Venus in Sag in conjunct Uranus in Taurus, guys. We may also have to adjust because Sagittarius deal with our philosophies and beliefs, and we know Taurus dealing with our values, guys. We may have to kind of adjust the way we value our. It may be something right now. We may have to be a bit more understanding when it comes into the value of our partner. We may have to really find ourselves adjusting to that. All right, and you have to be very wise and conscious about what you're adjusting to, because Uranus can be power and controlling, family. So sometimes we may have to tell our partner. Maybe our partner doesn't realize, like, you being a little power and controlling right now. You projecting a little bit right now. All right. You gaslighting the brother a little bit right now. It ain't no. My character, my feelings and emotions, and my alignment. So, women, it ain't no damn way I'm adjusting to that. But I'm just saying, I think we should be in an open relationship. I want to experience some more. Hit the road, Jack. You got the wrong nigga. Yeah, I know this the age of Aquarius. Y'all niggas is jacking polygamy. I know I'm a reformed toxic. Okay, I ain't reformed. I'm on my way, but I'm still in therapy, y'all. All right. Work with a brother. Work with a brother. Give a brother grace. Okay, but damn. I'm doing the work now because I don't want to meet the love of my life and project on her. I don't want to meet the love of my life and have these desires, this, that, and the third, and I can't just build this harmonious connection with my partner. I ain't finna be projecting on my partner and telling her, like, listen, babe, I be doing my thing. I got these desires. My whole life I've been, dealing with women like this. I just want you to accept. No, I'm not doing that to her. But it takes a wise spirit to understand that you're gonna have to control your desires so you don't mess up these opportunities, and you can always get back to what's natural. All right. I get it, guys. We all got different type of alignments. Some people struggle with commitment. I done been transparent about that shit. All right. But it get to a point where you got to realize how your desires is really messing up relationship potential. And we're in a this is the age of Aquarius. With all the promiscuity going on. I kind of went off on IG today. I kind of went off. I don't know if it's kind of went off a little bit in my IG story today because y'all know me. I've been open with y'all about everything. I'm on an abstaining journey right now. And family, I don't know about this. I'm kind of not new to this, but I just haven't sustained these things, these processes for as long as I've wanted to. But I know it's a process to things. And guys, it's not fucking easy. It's not flipping easy. All right, excuse me, church. I know you got some of the kids came out the playroom a little bit and watch Pastor cussing like that. But it ain't easy, family. There's a lot of meditation that goes into this, a lot of breath work. All right, got to move this energy around. Somebody asked me on DM me the other day, Bora. I've been so motivated, inspired by everything you've been talking about with abstaining. Like, really, what's the key? What do you do when you get these urges to stand third? And one thing I'm realizing in this, because I've went on these journeys before in my 20s, but one thing I'm realizing this time around, you got to learn how to sit in that urge. You can't run from the urge all the time. You can't think, oh, let me go work out. Oh, let me go outside, meditate, and read. Yeah, the the habit of meditation and doing these things to get centered and detach, from the noise is always gonna help you, right? The closer you get to spirit, the more you just look at your attachments and desires, like, damn, I can't believe I was attached and consumed by all of these things because I'm none of these things. But you also got to learn how to sit in that shit. You got to learn how to sit in it. When you learn how to sit in that sexual urge and then know it's just gonna pass, is an urge. It's gonna pass. When you know how to get off that weed, get off that liquor, and that urge to drink, that urge to vape, right? That urge for a cigarette come by and you're like, you know what? Ah, this is gonna pass. It's gonna pass. There's people that done got on their sobriety journey. Why I can't do it? There's people that done abstained for a year. Why I can't do it? So you got to have your examples, fam. You got to have things you look up to. You have to have your positive affirmation, reaffirmation. But when you learn to sit in that urge, that's when you turn into a bad mother. Shut your mouth. All right. But yeah, family, I was going off on Instagram today because damn, I'm like I tell y'all, I'm not an Instagram guy. I don't really like Instagram. I don't like it's just too stimulating. It's way too stimulating. And um, you know, I just go on IG. I make my tweets. I want to make my posts, my energy updates, let people know what time church is. Fill up my stories that with some things that people send me that are humorous, some astro posts, this and the third. But family, it's just like, damn, I can't even go on and see asses everywhere. All right, I'm not ash, y'all. There's ashes everywhere. It's Ash Sunday, like a mug on Instagram. All right, if you know, you know. Trying to be YouTube friendly. Sister Ayla, is that you in that? Let me just take a sip of water so everybody could watch you walking with that dress, just like we watch Sister Ebony. All right. Shout out to my church support YouTube membership members right there. We going on a couple of months now. Shout out to them sisters. All right. And it's overwhelming. It just get a little overwhelming. All right. It was overwhelming before I even, said I'm gonna initiate this journey again. It was already overwhelming then. It was already overwhelming then. But now it's just too much. I gotta go on Instagram, make my post, and I gotta get the hell up out of there. Cause it ain't no way I'm gonna be dealing with all these triggers. And I know I just said you gotta sit in the urge, but damn. All right. I ain't gonna try to be sober and then go chill with my crackhead friends. Be like, what y'all up to? I mean, besides the crack smoking. Like, what you think gonna happen? Your ass finna revert right back into your ish. All right, I'm gonna go check up on my crack pack real quick. My old buddies. I don't want them to think, I don't want to feel guilty or anything. I don't want them to think just now I'm a brother sober. A brother dropped the pipe. I don't want them to think I dropped them. No, you needs to drop their ass too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You gonna have to be the example for they getting high ass. Ash, y'all. Ash Sunday. Ash Sunday. When I was young, I used to be mad as hell. They put that ash in my head. What is this? Is this charcoal? What the hell this pastor done put? This black ash cross. She got my acne getting 12 years old getting acne because of this. Damn, puberty is whipping my ash. And y'all making it worse. All right, y'all get this charcoal off my head right now. All right. Well, I'm going to go in the confession room and go off on everybody. Okay. Who is Sharice Fierce looking fire in this pic on the screen? Brother, that's another devoted church member. And once again, everybody need to go tap in with Sister Sharice Church. All right. I mean, wise sister. I can't even say too much. You just got to go and see the show for yourself. All right. The community is community-ing. All right. And when you channel into some spiritual development, you're going to find your tribe, family. That's why we all here. Look to your left, look to your right. You might be looking at somebody that live in Alaska right now. To your left, Alaska. To your right, Brooklyn. In the front, Nigeria. In the back, Barbados. But we all here because we united on a spiritual tip, family. Can I get a little bit of ghetto tongues, frosted flakes with water because we ran out of milk? Ghetto tongues. Ooh, that's that sugar water. That's how you know you really po. I ain't gonna make this up. God, you know I ain't lying right now. I put this on everything. When I was young, man, I had this little homie come to my crib. I ain't had no juice. Brother said, "You got milk?" I said, "Yeah." You got sugar? I said, "No, the hell is you not about to do what?" He said, "Where the sugar at?" I mean, I'm talking about, I'm from the trenches, y'all. This is my environment. Brothers was drinking sugar milk to get by. All right? Oh, man, those some ghetto tongues for you, some of that sugar milk. Sugar water, crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't see sugar water before. I ain't never see that one before. All right. I remember when I was younger, my brother tried water with cereal a couple times. He was acting like it was good. By the third time, he was like, I can't do this. I said, I don't know how you did it the first and the second time. Your face was, you looked uncomfortable, brother. All right. So that sugar milk is something. Sister Belle Papillon in the building. Sister Natasha in the building. Nah. See, family, you do it to me every time. I just be tired, cool, calm. It be y'all fault, man. I damn near be falling asleep at work talking about like, damn, am I gonna have energy for the boroscopes? First minute, what's going on, family? Gonna make this brief, cool, calm, and collective. All right. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right, how y'all doing? Don't worry, I ain't gonna take too long. Yeah, I ain't gonna take too long. I'm gonna let everybody take their seats, get up in here. Brother be having a soft tone voice. All right, everybody, get up in here. How y'all doing? Damn near sounding like this is Kiss FM or something. All right, ladies, go ahead, call the hotline and make your request. 10 minutes in sugar water, sugar milk, ghetto tongues. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I'm crazy. I know I am, and I don't try to hide it, front it. I'm gonna get back to the energy, but this last thing I'm about to say. Some of y'all, I just said right now, I'm crazy, and I never hide it from y'all, family. Some of y'all was in these comments in my my top liar videos, making the case worse. Bora, I ain't no liar. You ain't making your case better. You should have kept your comment to yourself. Y'all, I forgot who it was. Somebody That's a Sagittarius. Like, you know what, Boro, you're right. I was a reformed hoe. I was a hoe in my past life. I ain't gonna run from the truth. It's liberating. Some of y'all, we all got darkness, family. We all got a shadow. That's y'all problem. Y'all run from y'all shadow too much. If you was hoeing, you was hoeing. It is what it is. God seen you. You act like God ain't seen you doing what you was doing back there. And they're gonna just talk about what it was just an experience. That's how spiritual hoes. I know the spiritual hoe lingo. I know spiritual hoe lingo. I wasn't born yesterday, family. I was born at night, not tonight. All right. That's how you know you got that spiritual reformed whole vessel in front of you right there. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I did that, this, and third. But listen, it was a learning experience. I didn't know myself back then. Am I lying, family? Ain't that the one right there? I ain't know myself back. I got knowledge of self now. All right, all right, all right. Let's get into it. Sunday. All right. Moon in Pisces, y'all. Venus in Sag, in conjunct with Uranus and Taurus to start the week. Expect the unexpected when it comes into love matters. Be open to compromising under that Venus energy, compromising, understanding, relating. All right. A bit of negotiation when it comes into the different viewpoints that may be very individual coming from our valued relationships. We may have to adjust to that around this time to start the week, guys. Please. Okay. Being more understanding to these things can help the process of the connection that you're building right now. All right. But what I love to start the week is Venus perfectly trining the node. All right. Venus in Sagittarius perfectly trining the North Node in Aries, guys. This is huge self-esteem boost energy. This is the ability for us to find pockets to give ourselves grace for the times we weren't able to be assertive in our life, especially being assertive in our relationship life. All right. We could get over, whatever psychological issues we may have had from that perspective. Okay. And remember, y'all, this is the fire trine. So Sag is the philosophical fire sign. But with the North Node and Aries, we know it deals with, us embracing the I am energy. So wherever you have Aries at in your chart, that's where we've been going through our stumbles and our different experiences, learning how to assert self, right? And understanding all the things we've been experiencing in that house in the past couple of years has been for us to understand who self is. Please understand that with the North Node and Aries family. All right. So that's why it was a big deal, that second portion, or should I say like that fourth quarter of 2023, when we started having, the eclipses take off and the Libra influences, the Libra solar eclipse, because our relationships may have been used as a tool for us to understand how we may not have been an individual, we may not have been assertive, right? And once again, let's not condense Libra just to intimate relationships, just some business partnerships. Some people may have realized they were passive in business partnerships in different type of ways, in their friendships in general, in social environments. So we may have manifested extreme situations in our partnerships. So right now, with that Venus and Sagittarius energy harmonized with the Node and Aries, we're able to look at these things and capitalize from a, philosophical point of view, aka develop new beliefs on how we should carry ourselves based off what we experience, right? From the times we didn't assert self, okay? And why we need to make sure we continue to do that, why we may have not did it in the past, what root issue was there that was holding us back from letting our I am be established, okay? Y'all don't know this. And Sag, man, Sag gonna express themselves, y'all. Sag gonna express themselves. You ever go to like a job orientation for the first time, or like a place where everybody got to meet for the first time, but it's like it's a new place. On that like first day of work or that first day in the job orientation, everybody's shy. You know, the boss say some shit like, "All right, we're gonna go around." Everybody, I just want everybody to stand up, say where you from, how old you are, and tell us something about yourself. We be, oh man, why we gotta, ain't this a work orientation? Why y'all want to do all this extra interviewing ish? I done did the application, everything. Just tell us, just train us and tell us how to work. That'd be the earth and water signs right there. That'd be the moon and water signs right there. Like, damn, what's all this expression? Why I just want a brother to expose his whole life up here? Brother, all we said is just say your name, where you're from, and one thing about yourself. Like, these are things we're gonna have to learn about you anyways. Water signs be feeling they gotta give their hope. Y'all just make just exposing me. It's that water energy right here. You want to be so internal, so private. It's that earth energy. You want to be so sober. You just want to get to the work. What's all this extra interaction related? What's the how much we getting paid the first check? How that first check look? That's that nigga question. That ain't got nothing to do with astrology right there. Elements. That's just nigga energy right there. Hey, what's up, brother? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I like it here. It's cool. It's cool. How long you been working here? Yeah. Okay, couple. Okay, 3, 4 months. Okay, all right. Shit. How that first check look? You know we got to ask that in the first 48 hours in that mug. All right. We start observing all different type of things. Okay, that's how much you got paid. How much hours you worked them? Okay. So was that like the standard amount or the second? Okay, so that was just like that first check because the first check didn't have the whole pay period. Okay, what? How the second check look? It's like the word 15, 16. Okay, I could rock with that. I could rock with that right there. All right, that's more than the joint I was gonna apply to. Let me see what these first two checks look like. All right, brother, got to know what that first check look like. Okay, but guys, with that Venus trine node energy, I just love it. I love it. Venus can find herself feeling empowered with any form of lack of expression with things. Um, Once again, being mad, all that shot ish when it comes to asserting yourself and expression energy. Okay, that we out that energy right now. We out of that. Okay. And this energy is helping us with that. So guys, y'all want to pay attention to your Sagittarius house and your Aries house and whatever opportunities come for you to be self-expressing, for your talents, for your philosophies, for your value to be shown, embrace it. And you do it confidently. All right, church. All right. Now moving into Moon Day the 15th, which we're about to be in about an hour and a half. Okay. The moon is going to continue to spend the day in Pisces. All right. But not only is it going to start to conjunct Neptune tomorrow, it's going to be sextile the sun and Pluto. All right. So we got the moon harmonizing with Neptune, aka we feel more compassionate. We're able to jump into the vibration of wishful thinking. We're able to easily align with the sense of potential energy, positive outcomes, even if life is life in that moon and Neptune energy, you're going to end the night saying, you know what? I ain't miss no meals. I got a roof over my head. Let me show some gratitude and just look forward to the rest of the week. Moon and conjunct Neptune gonna do that right there. All right, I'm a moon and this is my alignment. I got moon conjunct Neptune. All right, so it is, but so much life could do to bring me down. I'm too high spirited in here, and I'm a Saturn brother, so that alignment come through for me for real. I need God and you. I needed that brother right there. Let me say that sister. You know, Neptune. It's that spiritual granny energy right there. You need granny. All right. But you need to be able to tap into granny inside though. Right. We need to be able to have whatever type of, you know, sense of affirmation to be able to get ourselves, back into positive states when we understand we're just going through a series of experiences, in the life realm. Everything's about mountains and valleys, guys, up and down. Ain't nothing stay the same with this life ish. All right. So, when you're in a dark space, it's just gonna be a matter of time till you're in a light space, and you could get into that light space quicker with your mentality and your approach and your attitude. We just got to make sure we don't sink too much. Sometimes we need to sink into that low dark vibe just a little bit, just to really fill it out, know what that should feel like, right? Remember why we don't want to be back in this place, or understand like how we could prevent being back in this place if it's self-imposed. But that's life, all right? That's life in general, all right? So we got that moon conjunct Neptune energy in Pisces, guys. Strong creative surges, a strong sense of compassion. We got that. Listen, guys, Venus is harmonizing with the North Node. Okay. So she's feeling more empowered to not only be more assertive, but make sure her value and her sense of connection is spread into relationships. Mutable fire. Remember, mutable fire, Sagittarius. We got to have mutable energy wants to spread. So Venus is going to be doing that, and it's touching the node. So in any way Venus could do that to empower the relationship, the connection, to teach, right? So things could be more fruitful in the connection. Sagittarius don't do no lack. Sagittarius is the abundant one, right? So we got all that going on, but then you got Moon harmonizing with Neptune, right? So that level of compassion, guys, that level of understanding, we should all be able to tap into that, regardless of what energy we feel like maybe a little bit unsettling with with Venus in Sag in conjunct Uranus to start the week. Like I said, we may run into some unexpected information from our loved ones, value relationships to start the week. So God knows what's up. He's like, all right, let me give y'all that Moon Neptune conjunction. All right, so y'all gonna have to be in somewhat of an understanding bag right now. All right, but then it aligns with is gonna harmonize and perfect that sextile with the Sun and Pluto, right? So Sun awareness, Pluto deep transformation, right? We're gonna be able to react to these things in a realistic way, right? In a reasonable way. So the action that we must take to bring proper healthy transformations and needed changes for a better foundation, Capricorn, with connection, Pisces, that we're going to be able to tap right into that, family. So I want everybody to be determined about what type of positive results you want in your relationships or anything that you value in general, family. All right. Beautiful energy to start the week, guys. Whenever the moon is harmonized with, you got the moon harmonizing with the Sun and Pluto. So if anything, to be honest with you, family, we kind of gotta be careful not be. Oh damn! Actually, let me keep going because the moon enters Aries. All right, moon enter Aries late tomorrow at 11:49. So what I was about to say is, whenever the moon aligns with like Sun and Pluto at the same time, this is a very determined alignment. So it's so determined that we may have to make sure, we're not jumping ahead of ourselves, okay? Because very passionate alignment. Some people about to make some of the best love to start this week. Strong intimate vibe right there. Moon and Pisces. Pisces want to connect. Pisces get watery, but let me not say too much. Let me not say too much. I be talking too much sometimes. I want to get wet and watery, Daddy. I believe in you. Shout out to my Pisces. I believe, Daddy. We're gonna have to probably keep bringing that one up right there. I might have to. I gotta get like a what's the thing? I gotta get like a little soundboard, y'all. That's the Pisces John right there. I believe. Well, I believe in my partner. Pisces will tell you too. Pisces will tell their girlfriend, girl, don't even try to throw that negative energy over here. Whatever my man tell me to do, Pisces will tell their partner that. You know not to tell your Pisces girlfriend anything because you know she's gonna be delusional in the name of love in her partnership. Some of y'all don't want to. Some of y'all got Pisces friend siblings. Don't tell me nothing about this relationship. I don't want to hear nothing about this relationship because you come to us venting, looking for understanding, and we know you just gonna go ahead and just flow in your water when you get back to the nigga. All right, same thing, fellas. Men Pisces, man. Men is just funny with men water signs though, because being in a male vessel, you're always gonna try to have that exterior, that hardened exterior, but your ass a water sign. So your sensitivity is shown from your sun. We all got emotions. We all have water. But when you a man and a water sun, I'm a Libra sun cusp. I'm a Libra sun cusp. Born 2 days later, I would have been a Scorpio. Full Scorpio. Y'all see me express emotionally all the time. I be expressing emotionally all the time. How I'm always impulsively expressing things. That's the Libra Scorpio cusp. It's like this nigga. I thought they said Libras is harmonious. This nigga be cussing at everybody. He be putting. It sounds like he putting people down at some time. Damn near projecting. I know it be hard. I'm a passionate Libra. All right, a little bit too intense. Okay, so being a man and having all that water energy. Oh man, we be getting set up. We be getting set up. Okay, ain't no different than a woman that got a lot of masculine elements, a lot of fire, air. You gotta remind her ass sometimes. You gotta remind her ash. Get some of that charcoal right there. Some of that. Sometimes you got to remind her, Ash, like, baby, you know you my girlfriend, not this. Watch who you talking to at times. All right, you getting a little bit too, a little too aggressive. Like, I'm sorry, daddy. That's it, fellas. You just got to gently remind them. Y'all just be too aggressive. I be trying to match her forcefulness with forcefulness, and it don't work like that. You gotta get calm, baby. Listen, I'm a grown ass man, and you know I don't play that. Watch your tone, baby. We not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna go for that disrespect. Why do you want to go there, baby? I'm sorry, daddy. I'm sorry. I know. You just emotions got the best of you, baby. I just gotta remind you, like, we're not doing that. All right. I know you may have went through some cycles with your ex, nigga. You know I'm not that nigga. We want to bigger, better things. So you know that I believe in you, daddy. Cannot meet that fire with fire. All right, and don't try to meet that air with extra air. That's how you get into all the mind games. But anyways, so we got all that moon. We got all that moon energy harmonizing with the sun and Pluto to start the week, moving into tomorrow. So guys, Pluto is very intuitive. Keep that in mind. I know it deals with our deep transformations, but understand that Pluto has a strong influence on psychological affairs and whatnot, and influences. So when we talk about instinctual judgment, when we talk about reading between the lines, oh yeah, we are intuitive. Is our intuition is on a beam to start the week, for sure, for sure. Okay, and when that moon moves into Aries, just make sure with all this energy, guys, that we're not being too intense for our own good, because moving into Mars Day on Tuesday, January 16th, as we spend the day with moon in Aries, we get that moon in Aries square Capricorn. All right. You get that moon in Aries square in Capricorn. All right. So the thing here with this alignment, okay. Now you meet somebody Aries and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Whatever they passionate about, don't ever try to talk them out of anything else. All right. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Cap Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Sun, Cap Moon. These brothers and sisters is devoted into building what they want, and their intention is on. If you never seen an intentional spirit, this is it right here. Capricorn Sun, Aries Moon, and they will persevere through so much resistance. So they damn near gotta make sure their ego be in check after they manifest, because the Saturn restriction and the sense of durability that it takes for them to persevere through so many things. And then Aries is so independent, but having Aries placements, especially as your sun and moon, you will attract opposition as being the individual one. So that's why a lot of Aries manifest things in their life, manifest success in their life, they can have a little bit of resentment that they may have to heal, because they're gonna feel like, yeah, I had to do it on my own. I ain't never had no support system. I had to raise myself. I had to raise my own siblings. Like this Aries right here, especially the moons. All right. So when you put Capricorn in there with Aries, yeah, this is the square they dealing with right here, right? Trying to build, but also having to do it by themselves at times. But is you got the exaltation of Mars sign, and you got the ruler of Mars. So God ain't gonna give you any battle you can't conquer. And when they meet that resistance, beautiful things happen. But the thing here is, family, we're already charged up with the moon harmonizing with Pluto to start the week tomorrow, right? Moon in Pisces, sextiling that Pluto energy. So that's already an intense vibe. Then the moon enters Aries, more intensity. Okay. But when we get that square, yeah, I know, guys, Capricorn is dealing with patience and building this earth. We have to make sure that we're not too turned up, that we misstep things, that we just say, man, forget the plan, let's just go and do. That's what this alignment can do at times, and that's what people that have this alignment have to understand. So if you have Aries and Capricorn in your big three, this is what you're gonna have to understand in life. You cannot allow your passion to overrule the plan. You created that blueprint for a reason. Don't let Mars get you too ahead of yourself. you know you have to learn to pace Mars, give Mars direction, tell Mars, yo, take a nap. Damn. No, we done for today. Good work today. Good work, kid. But take a nap. We're gonna be back at it tomorrow. And then we ain't working all day tomorrow. You only working half a shift tomorrow. because you need to preserve your energy for this big week. So you gotta help Mars channel its energy. It's the young son in the family. He needs that direction. All right, that's why he look up to the sun. All right, the sun is way more paced. Nigga, I know what I'm doing. I come out every 30 days and I pop my ish. I'm on to the next. I know my cycle. Okay, Mars, you got to spend a little bit more time in these signs to figure out your intention and your direction. All right, guys. So let's make sure, once again, our emotion about things, Moon and Aries. The beautiful thing I love about a Moon and Aries transit is you're going to get out that bed and get to it. Or whatever it is that you're being lackadaisical with, that you're hesitating with, it becomes such a spiritual, emotional, mental nuisance around the time Moon is in Aries, and you have to get active. You have to do something. You have to be urgent. Okay. You ever tell an Aries sun you look, you ever go tell an Aries sun moon rising you want to do something and then keep holding on and not doing it. Be like, yo, you want to go to the store? Like, yeah, come on, let's go. Wait, hold on. Let me just do my hair a little bit. Like, come on, man, let's go. Like, wait, hold on. Let me just matter of fact, hold on. Let me just I gotta call my girl real quick. Oh my god. Aries is gonna lose they ish. Aries is gonna lose they ish. They gonna get into that. See, this is why I don't be doing the hanging with people. Like, you said you want to go to the store a half an hour ago, bro. Come on. Yeah, I be telling you how to annoy the signs. All right. But that's gonna piss Aries off because it's the level of urgency. Don't tell Aries you're gonna do something unless you're ready to do it that second. All right. That's gonna annoy the hell out of them. So when the moon is in Aries, yes, we can align with that sense of urgency. We just got to make sure this is the last week of Capricorn season. How much work have we been doing trying to create that new foundation, that new blueprint, that new system, that new that new thought, just a new thought pattern to help us be more disciplined. All right, we can't just come out and say, "Yeah, wake up tomorrow and become disciplined." No, sometimes we got to do different things to help us even maintain the discipline. I have to have a new sense of affirmation. I have to have a new sense of how I look at life. I may have to write some things down, put some things up in my wall, so I could stay disciplined. Because that's what discipline is: being able to stay consistent with something even when you're not in the feel of it. Right. So yeah, is the one of the toughest things to do in the world. All right, but that Moon in Aries, family, that Moon in Aries. Okay, let's just make sure we don't all that work we've been doing in Capricorn season that we don't take step backwards because we just got too passionate. We jumped ahead a little bit too much. That's the focus with this square, family. The minute we start feeling aligned, having our passion, right? Execute things properly, right? We had the blueprint. We understand what we want to build structure. We understand what we want to detach from. We understand what we want to start putting time into. And then we get into the Moon and Aries transit. And now we have a different pep in our step towards the blueprint, right? You got a pep in your step, but you're not neglecting the blueprint, right? Once we get those things aligned, we can have a beautiful, right? A beautiful new understanding, right? Or just being a great frequency vibration in general, getting things on the same page with our energy, and the plan, guys. Right now, the moon is in Pisces and the sun is in Capricorn. So we're optimistic about the plan. We have the dreams, we have the imagination, but there's foundation behind the dream and imagination. Now, when the moon gets into Aries, that's the birth process. We get a little bit more active. This week, we move into a first quarter moon, which calls for action. So it's a great time to initiate things, even though it's the last week of Capricorn season, new moon energy is still lingering. All right, guys. So I want to keep that in mind. Just make sure everybody, let's just stay paced. All right. And let's make sure we conclude this last week properly. All right. The moon in Aries will also square oh yeah, excuse me, yeah, square Capricorn. I thought it was another square. Okay, so impatient, missteps in planning, intensity. Don't let your intensity overrule the plan. Don't let your intensity overrule the plan. All right, gang. All right. Moving on to the 17th. I can't even talk right. Moving on to the 17th, Wednesday. All right. Mercury Day, Venus in Sag. Why did I write that down? I don't know why I wrote that down. A brother be scattered. All right. Don't mind that, family. Don't mind that. Okay. But on the 17th, we will have Mercury in Capricorn. All right. As we have the moon in Aries for the rest of the day, we have Mercury in Capricorn harmonizing in a sextile with Saturn and Pisces. All right. So it's similar to what we're experiencing right now with the moon in Pisces, harmonizing with the Capricorn energies. Okay, so we get some of that imagination energy, and we start understanding what resources, contacts, time frames is going to take to help give some foundation to things that we're real dreamy of, whether it's a connection, potential connection, whether it's a potential aspiration, right? Whether it's something that you want to heal. We know Pisces, they full of healing properties, right? So we got that going on, and boy, Mercury in Capricorn, right? Mercury early degrees Capricorn. Right now, Mercury got up in there previous week, started giving more detail to a lot of things we're structuring and building, right? So we was already adamant about in Capricorn season about building and structuring this. Mercury gets in there. He's like, yo, don't you forget, you forgot you got this resource. You forgot you know this person. So Mercury just gives more detail to all the things we already structuring in Capricorn, okay? And it's gonna start harmonizing with Saturn. So Capricorn is a Saturn sign already, and now Mercury harmonizes with Saturn, and it gets, once again, it feels more empowered to continue building and structuring what is structuring, because Mercury was already seeing the details to things in Capricorn, but then when it touches Saturn and Pisces, it's like, damn. I mean, I know logically, technically, these things that I was seeing to help the Sun and Mars and Capricorn build was things that was going to help us, find some structure in Capricorn, but I didn't know the potential was that crazy if we really sustain time with this, so Mercury feels empowered with that energy, aka we feel empowered with the ideas and thoughts that we have, with what can manifest out of them if we could continue to sustain them, give them, once again, some type of system, some type of process, guys. Okay, we could be a bit more sober with our thoughts, and with such intense vibes going on. First quarter moon in Aries. There's a lot of intensity going on, from an emotional point of view this week. So we have to make sure when Mercury hits Saturn, it helps us to be more sober, more logical, more practical with how we go about structuring things in all levels, connections, everything, guys. Um, so we got that going on. Beautiful, beautiful alignment. Okay. Uh, first quarter moon hits around 10:53 p.m. All right. I think I need to do a video about different phases of the moon, first quarter full, and all of that. All right. So we got that going on. And that's actually when the sun on the 17th and Wednesday, that's the day where the sun and moon square is gonna come into perfection. So that's when we're gonna see the intensity of possibly, you and your partner committed yourselves to working towards this connection by doing this, that, and the third. But for some reason that day, you was like, yo, I know we said this, but listen, I just think, oh man, here we go. Listen, I know we said we should get a joint account because it makes sense. We really want to eventually get, we want to strengthen this marriage and everything. We want to have children soon. But listen, I just think we should have our own ish. I don't like this joining thing. It's like, why you want to get married then? Why you want to do it? Don't say you want long-term commitment and you're running away from all the processes that make us one family. Can I get a ashe? Do you need some ghetto tongues on that one, family? I said, why get into the long-term commitment? But every little thing that makes us one, you're running from it. You're running from it, brother or sister. All right. Do I need some ghetto tongue, shrimp fried rice, 4-piece? Matter of fact, let me get a 5-piece chicken wing. I don't eat pork right now. Let me get a shrimp roll on the side. Ghetto tongues. You got soy sauce packages. All right, ghetto tongues. Some of that good old hood Chinese food. Sister Gregarious Aquarius. That green, where y'all getting these dresses from? I need to get me a green suit. Coming here looking like the Green Lantern. That used to be my favorite. I'm not so heavy into Capcom and Marvel and all of that, but that was my nigga back then. I really have no other reason why he was one of my favorite superheroes when I was really young, other than there was a black version of his ass. I used to be mad as hell when they changed. So where's the black Green Lantern? I don't even know this nigga superpowers. I just know the nigga look like me. When we young, we just want to identify ourselves. You watching Power Rangers? Where's the real black Power Ranger? I don't like the Tommy nigga. This nigga look like Kurt Cobain. Where's the real black? The black Power Ranger nigga with the crazy hairline. Where's he at? I don't like this version. This nigga look like, this nigga look like a rock star. All right, get Tommy up out of here and bring the real black. How you gonna have the black Power Ranger played by a white boy? This don't even make sense. Power Ranger cast, director, producer people. Used to throw me confused. They be trying to confuse us, y'all, when we young. This nigga look like Jim Carrey. I be saying every white person look like Jim Carrey. All right, this nigga look like Tony Robbins Jr. All right, I'm sorry, I'm goofing too much. I'm sorry, it's y'all family. Y'all just be lifting my spirits up. All right, ghetto tongues, chicken wings, fried rice. All right, so yes, guys, that on the 17th, all right, that sun and moon square, all right, that's when it perfects. We're gonna be talking throughout the week, so I'm just reminding y'all to calm yourselves down around that time. Stick to the blueprint, stick to the plan. This is the last week to tighten up the blueprint, guys. It's been the last week. Okay, moving on to Jupiter Day. All right, I'm not even saying the lucky days. Holy schmoly. Sorry, guys. To start the week, first of all, moon in Pisces. All right. So right now, all my water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios, and my sextile signs, Capricorn. Capricorn, super lucky start to the week for my Capricorn Sun Moon risings. Okay. The bag may be affected right now. Okay, look out for some of those opportunities. All right. And my Capricorn and Taurus. Okay. Then when we move into the moon entering Aries late tomorrow, okay, my fire signs is lit. My Aries, my you got a lucky week coming up. Got Venus energy in there. The node hitting you, Sag. I want to hear some testimonies this week. All right, we got Leos. Okay, and then we got my Aquariuses and my Gems. All right, lucky days while the moon is in Aries. And then when we move into Jupiter Day on the 18th, we don't really have no activity, but the moon entering Taurus, early that day around 3 a.m. All the placements, the transits coming into the week are in motion at that point, nothing new. All right, moving on to Friday, moon in Taurus. All right, nice moon in Taurus on a Venus day. Okay. Sometimes when you get that moon in Libra transit, that moon in Venus transit, moon in Libra, moon in Taurus transit on a Venus day, moon harmonizing with Venus on a Venus day, sometimes you want to get a little bit too Venus-ish. Calm yourself down, family. All right. Use protection. Know their middle name. Know something, an address. Y'all's be getting freaky deaky, not knowing nothing. Like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. So I met Shorty at the spot last night, and then she was just like, "You want to pull up?" I was like, "Oh, damn, you want?" She said, "You want to do something?" I ain't never heard no one do that. I was trying to see what that was like. We got to the crib, it was just crazy. I ain't never had experience with that. Yeah, what's her name? Wait, hold on. Let me check her Instagram. This the age of Aquarius right here. This the age of Aquarius right here. See what I'm talking about, family? You just had raw meat to meat, flesh to flesh interaction. All you know is her Instagram handle. You barely know that. You're still looking through. Wait, damn, what she is at? You barely know that. You can't even find her Instagram. Wait, hold on. I'm just going to my DMs because let's get it together, y'all. Let's get it together. They're trying to make us crazy. Y'all. Okay. To calm this promiscuity down. Okay, so we got that going on. Don't let it jump into that Venus vibe. Listen, guys, this is the last week of Capricorn season. We got Moon and Taurus on a Venus day. Give yourself a pat on the back this weekend. Sun getting to Aquarius on Sunday. God giving us a little grace period during this time. It's like, all right, good job. Y'all see y'all working Cap season. Y'all was turned up in church, restricting new things. Some of y'all abstaining. Some of y'all got off the bud. Some of y'all stopped drinking. Some of y'all put the pork down. Some of y'all put the red meat down. Some of y'all got the gym membership back popping, family. Ghetto tongues. Slim fast. Oat milk. Almond milk. All right, I'm a fake vegan. Once you turn vegan, you gotta get that almond milk. All right, gotta get that silk. Shout out to silk. I don't really like silk. Like I don't like that almond milk, but shout out to silk. All right, ghetto tongues. Yeah. All right. So, but for real, guys, jump into somewhat of a relaxed vibe, guys. It's the moon and Taurus that's gonna harmonize. That's gonna trine, uh, all these Capricorn energies. So we could find a sense of relief with some of the things that we're working on. We could find some a new sense of support with a lot of the things we've established in Capricorn season. um, we have still Venus is as optimistic as Jupiter and Neptune. Venus is one of the more positive, optimistic influences in general. So, when it comes to any woes, trials, and tribulations we may be experiencing with things that we building, we got all the energies we need to conclude this week to have a positive outlook on how we finna, take what we're building and structuring to another level, to another sense of consciousness and expansion moving into Aquarius season. All right. So I want to make sure everybody's on point this week. You don't neglect all the work you've been doing, family, and you don't hold your head too low and sink into negative energies because you feel like you ain't get to manifest or establish as much as you. It's life, family. It's life. All right. We're gonna keep it moving. All right. You still got some breath in that body, right? Okay. You still got your legs, everything work. All right, tomorrow's a new day, baby. Okay. So don't hold your head too hard over things. I get it, y'all. The new year. Some of us like, what? I'm going to the gym. All right, I'm putting this down, I'm doing that. Every other day you don't do that shit. You're like, damn, how much what is it? Today's 13th. Damn. Time be flying. Start next week. Start next week. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm a little addicted to shrimp fried rice and that 5-piece chicken wing, boy. I grew up on it. All right. I grew up on it. How am I supposed to let that go? The Chinese folk know me by name. Actually, that's a lie. Chinese folk ain't never trying to learn our name in there. They just hit hi, yeah, yo. They know us, but when you walk in that Jamaican restaurant, you go into the Jamaican restaurant enough, you go into the soul food restaurant, going to the Italian pizzeria. Hey, Boro, I like this kid right here. Give him an extra. Sprinkle a little extra. A little extra, extra fettuccine. What you want, Boro? I know you want to come in the Zepp. You want the Zeppelis, right? Give him an extra pot of sugar on the Zeppelis. All right. I like this kid. He does this thing. He's on the YouTube. He's doing it. What's the thing you do again? Yeah, the zodiac thing. Italians is really black white people. All right, give him a little extra fettuccine. What you want? You like the Sicilian pizza? I know what you like. The kid Boro. I like this kid. Good kid. Come here, kid. Good nigga pulling on my hair and on my nigga. Just get off my motherfucking goatee, Italian man. You're getting a little too comfortable. You take that little black compliment I gave you a little too far. My bad. Sorry, kid. You're just a good kid. I like that right there. What's that? Good chin hair right there. Good kid right there. Shout out to my Italians in the building. I love y'all. I went to school with a lot of Italians. I really realized y'all was black when I was in high school. I ain't know nothing about white people until I got into high school. And I was like, what other white people is in the world? Because I know all of y'all ain't like this. These niggas is niggas. They just ain't melanated. One time, this true story. This is a true story, family. All right, we at the end, y'all. We at the end of the boroscope. Actually, Venus Day, Taurus Moon, and Venus Day, Saturn Day, Moon in Taurus. All right, before the Moon enters Gemini early. Okay, Saturn Day morning. Okay, and the lucky days move to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, Leo and Aries. But this last story, I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Guys, I remember one time my sophomore year in high school, I went to an all boys high school, guys, in the Bronx called St. Raymond High School for Boys. All right, it's Catholic high school, and um, I was on the basketball team, and we there was like it's in this neighborhood called Park Chester, right? For everybody's not familiar, Okay, some of y'all's from New York. I got some New York natives in here. So the school is in this neighborhood called Parkchester. Okay, and in New York City, there's knuckleheads everywhere, y'all. So we was in the school practicing, right? We had practice, but one of my bros couldn't lead a school because he wasn't on the team, but he was cool with me and my bros on the team, and he couldn't leave the building because some dudes outside was trying to rob him for his jacket. This is back in 2011, 2010. Some of y'all remember New York back then, y'all. You can't have no good coats. You gotta walk around strapped 13 years old because you got an expensive ass coat. In New York, everything about fashion in New York. But anyways, so we was like, yo, bro, don't worry about it. Just stay in here until we done practice and we all gonna walk out together, right? So practice end, we walking outside. It's mad at these little niggas, right? They outnumbering us. Basketball team, we about 14, 15 deep. So we leaving, but our JV team had a game and they just simultaneously came back to the school around the time we was leaving. So then we ended up outnumbering them. It's the varsity team, it's the JV team, and there's a bunch of little rascal ass hoodlums, right? Family, we sent these niggas, we whipped they ash. We whipped they ash Wednesday up and down the block. It was so much ass whooping going around, I was stealing. Oh shit, y'all. I'm exposing myself. I got Mars and Scorpio, y'all. Strong Mars placements. Don't keep none around us. We be stealing sometimes. It was so much ass whipping going around. I was going in niggas' pockets. I was taking shoes. I didn't have to beat nobody up. People was getting beat up. I'm going in pockets. Give me this. What you guys? Broke ass nigga. So it was just a free for all. They started with us, and then it just God worked on their ass real quick. So it was a huge situation. Like this was on a Thursday. This was a Thursday evening, and we had our first game of the season that Friday, the next day. And I went to a big basketball school, so like basketball events at my schools were some of the biggest basketball events in New York City. And guys, when I got to school the next day, this is when I really started fucking with Italians on a different level right here. When I went to school the next day, I'm one of the star players on the team, right? So everybody in school heard about what happened the day before. I get to school, niggas is like, yo, Boro, yo, we good. Like my school had real strong pride. Like we were really united, right? I had these group of Italian kids. I was a sophomore. It was like 4 or 5 of them. They were seniors. I didn't know them from a hole in the wall. I didn't even know they knew me. They came up to me at my locker during school. They was like, hey, Kerwin. Call me by this is my nickname. Hey, listen, man. I cannot make this up, family. We heard about what happened last night. Listen, we're gonna be at the game today, all right? All right, I got my uncles coming. All right, we're gonna make sure don't nothing go wrong. We just want you to focus on playing basketball, all right? If there's any problems going around, you just let us know, okay? All right, see you at the game. See you at the game this evening. I said, who the fuck sent Al Capone nephew to come protect our ass? I don't know, but I like him. I like this guy right here. He came to me gangsters out. Hey, Boro. Like he was ready to, nigga, you was a senior in high school. Get your gangster ass on. I'm like, these Italians is gangster. And there was a lot of gangster ass niggas in my school. I had to go to the real gangsters, the other gangsters, and I was like, listen, y'all niggas think y'all tough. These niggas right here, you got to be careful with these Italian niggas. They'll get our ass in here. We got to make sure they are our friends. We got to make sure they're on our good side. All right? Them niggas wasn't playing. Shout out to all my Italians. Y'all niggas is black. Y'all niggas is melanated on the inside. All right? Hey, Boro, nigga was mad nonchalant, y'all. I can't make this up. Hey, Boro. Nigga just, y'all know in Juice? Y'all remember the movie Juice? When Q at his locker, and then he closed his locker, Pop standing there. It was like that. I was just chilling, getting my shit. I told him, I was like, oh, hey, Boro. There's one nigga standing, there's 4 niggas behind him. This shit like a movie. We heard about what happened last night. All right, we don't want you worrying about nothing. We just want you to play basketball and focus on what you got to focus on. All right, kid? Nigga, don't call me kid. You was 2 years older than me, nigga. The fuss? Senior niggas swear they got some extreme authority over the younger motherfucking class. This nigga, I'm bigger than you, taller than you. I know, kid, but you don't got this much type of respect and juice around here. All right, kid. Okay, one day you got a lot of potential. You got a lot of gabados. Nigga say some Italian shit. Nigga, I got what? A lot of gabados. Like, you know what? All right, I guess that's what I got then. You just gotta accept it, y'all. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. When the Italian bring you in, you get they don't like when you fight that. When they welcome you into their ish and you acting uncomfortable, you better like that Sicilian pizza, them Zeppelis. Wait, excuse me, boy. What are you saying? You're allergic to Italian sausage? I mean, I let you in my home and I have my wife cook for you. And what's this allergic nonsense? I never heard of this. Hey, Uncle Tommy, can you tell me about this allergic nonsense? This kid over here, I like this kid. I don't know if I like this kid anymore. He say you don't like my wife's Italian sausage. Family, I love y'all. I'm out of here. All right. Let's have a fire close out. All right. Let's have a fire close out to Capricorn season, gang. All right. I believe in y'all just like y'all believe in me. Saturn season ain't playing, so we ain't gonna play with Saturn season. All right, gang. All right, gang. Shout out to y'all. We gonna catch up throughout the week.